What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Just waiting on my breakfast over there. And then we're going to get it popping for the day. I wonder if I left my phone. I hope I didn't leave my phone. Oh, well. I want to kick it with y'all really quickly because I was on Hardly Initiated last night. And I appreciate the love and support, especially from everybody that rock with me. But we are who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gon' do what we do. You know I'm going to do what I do. And we not going to worry about anything that anybody got to say as a result of it. And surprisingly enough, I actually got a lot of people that supported and loved, even people that never recognized me before, which is one of the reasons why we go on these other platforms anyway, is so that we can get out the message and we can make sure that we grow up, that we level up, and we become the best versions of ourselves. But that doesn't come unless you get into uncomfortable conversations or you go into territory that's unfamiliar with your message. Now, the narrative is always going to be that there's a divide, right? That there's people that truly love you and then people that don't love you. And the people that don't love you, it could seem like their message would resonate, but in reality, it really doesn't. And it doesn't even matter. And the reason that it doesn't matter is because I don't really care about friends. Like, I don't care about any new friends. I don't care about people liking me. I grew up in a space to where you were told or you were groomed for war. Like, you were groomed to stand on your principles. And whether that was spirituality by growing up in a church or your home life and saying that, don't worry about anything that people think about you in school. You know who you are and you need to stand on who you are and don't be influenced by the majority. I was always taught that the majority of people is not where you want to be. You don't want to be where everybody is standing because usually that's the space where everybody is going to fall. And when everybody is trying to be like everybody else, usually that's the space where it's going to get bad, right? I mean, biblically, spiritually, and I try to stay away from, recently I've been really getting a lot more into my spiritual bag and sharing a lot of that aspect of what I'm talking about. But even spiritually, it said hell enlargeth itself, meaning that the majority of people are going to bust hell wide open. And I said that on the panel last night. The majority of people are going to hell. I'm not looking to fit in with the world. Only thing I care about is the truth. And so I'm looking to continuously discover the truth, meaning that I'm open to the possibility that I'm wrong and I'm always looking to grow. Growth is something that you should be seeking for the rest of your life. And at the same time, I got to tell it like it is. And so I've never been one to try to fit in. I've never been one to try to find new friends. None of that. I attract myself to my audience. And in the social media era, it's much easier than ever to separate yourself while still finding your community. And that's why we so strong. That's why we got the dopest Patreon. If y'all not a part of it, make sure you tap into it. Link is in the description. And we got a tribe of people that's truly going in the direction that we going in. And we don't worry about all of that other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't worry about what people think about us. And we stand strong and we show up and we show out. And it's starting to resonate. It absolutely hit. But the problem with a lot of people is that even the saints, even the people that stand for righteousness, they too quiet. And they so quiet because they so scared of being criticized. They so scared of being held accountable. They so scared of somebody saying something about them. They so scared about what sinners are going to think about them. Man, listen, when the last time I cared about what the devil thinks? I'm not trying to impress him. I'm only here for one reason, and I'm here to make sure that people get their money up, they get their character up, that hopefully they find God and they find spirituality, and more importantly, they need to make sure that they do things that's in the best interest of the entire population by getting their family together. Stop breaking up families. Stop having sex out of wedlock. Stop having kids out of wedlock. And that's not saying that people not gonna make mistakes. I fuck up. I fuck up when it comes to business ideas. I fuck up when it comes to some of the things that I may say sometimes. And that goes without saying because that's where the growth comes from. If I was already there 100%, right, I'm perfectly where I'm supposed to be at this moment in my life. When you think about a child, right? Let's say a 5-year-old. What does a perfect 5-year-old looks like? You can't put the same standards on a 5-year-old as you would put on a 40-year-old. So they're perfectly in the space that they're supposed to be as long as they continue to seek growth. You know what I'm saying? So the understanding is the part that people really get, or people really need to get. But more importantly, if you don't show people themselves, if you don't have a conversation standing in truth, and the only thing that we supposed to do is pander to people, then what are we here for? What's the point of having conversations? What's the point of having conversations with people that think differently from you if you can't learn from them, or you can't be open-minded to the possibility of what if? What if I never broke my family up? What if I didn't have these self-inflicted wounds that then caused me to be poor as fuck, and now I got to depend on the federal government in order to forgive my student loans? I've never wanted to be the type of person that got a STEMI check. Why would I want a STEMI check? I don't want no fucking STEMI check. I don't want to be the person that's like, I want to be the person that give people an opportunity. I want to be the person that give people jobs. I want to give you inspiration. I want to be a reflection of what I want my daughter to marry. I'm not looking to fit in. I'm looking to stand out. You understand what I'm saying? Let me say that again for the people I'm not looking to fit in. I'm looking to stand out. And you can't stand out by trying to be a Me Too motherfucker. You always trying to be like everybody else. Your entire life, you've been trying to be like everybody else. I don't care about being like everybody else. I care about getting to that bag, because the money is a tool for us to be able to do the things that we really need to do and take control of what's happening in society, and we can influence it in a more positive way. Why do demons and the devils always got the most influence? How come the people that's the loudest in the rooms is always the ones that's standing on garbage? When we gonna start standing on truth? And a lot of times that's gonna cause for you to lose friends. It's gonna cause for you to lose people that you thought was for you. I never got too attached to anything or anybody. I largely subscribe to the same thing that my man said in Heat. You said Anton?
Anton, yes.
I largely subscribe to, thank you, to the same thing that my man said in Heat. What Robert De Niro said, never get attached to something you can't walk away from 30 seconds flat if you feel like heat coming around the corner. Never feel attached. Can't break my heart. Can't break my heart. I always knew that I was gonna be great. How you gonna break the heart of a person that's not emotionally attached to you? You break my heart when you do the wrong thing. You don't break my heart when you walk away. Listen, I'm so much of a friend to you that I'm willing to walk away from you because that's the thing that's best for you. Think about it like an NBA player or somebody like a Ja Morant or something, right? And a lot of these guys, they come up and they grow up and they be around dudes that grew up with them that's not best for them, and so they get to certain levels, and then they got to graduate from their situation in order to continue to grow. If your friend was really for you, they would be like, yo, fam, keep going. Like the Good Will Hunting movie, when Ben Affleck told Matt Damon, he said, listen, if you still here in the morning or we grow old just for the sake of being together and being homies, and you don't really grow into being the person that you're supposed to be because you're so busy trying to fit in, then you're doing me a disservice. Fuck you. You dumb. And he did the thing that was best for his friend because he knew that it was a greater purpose attached to it. Stop trying to be everything to everybody and do the thing that God is telling you to do. And God is telling you to stand out. Too many people are quiet that actually can say something that can help, that can change the narrative, and we need to drown out the noise. Darkness can't stand in a room with light. Darkness can't stand in a room with light. Lies can't stand in a room with truth. And so people get uncomfortable when they get on that stage with me, and I don't even care who I stand on the stage with because I'm led by something that's much greater than what the general public think. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care enough about what people think and actually change my message. I've never tried to fit in, and I never will. And that's just the way it is. That's the way it's gonna be. I love you. I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to continue to cook up after hours today. Millionaire Morning Show every weekday, and we gonna get it in. I love y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all today. Peace.